Hello guys, hope you're doing fine. Welcome back. Welcome back for part 3 and I hope you're ready. I hope you had a fab week. Mine was fine. Hope you too. And this is part 3 of the previous video of part 2 and the journey begins now. So here now the father comes in. So now the mommy, as I told you earlier, the mommy was most of the time she was traveling to work, and now we were left with me, the daughter, and I believe she was the last born in the family. So and the father mostly was working within, so he wouldn't travel that much. So so the daddy now to the lady, we would eat, make dinner, we sleep, and it happened that this fateful night, it's when he started his I don't know how to call it, but I remember we had a discussion over the night, you know, and we would sit on a couch. There's this specific couch that I used to like sitting on, and him too, he liked to sit on it, but I didn't care, We are sitting, we are watching. What's the problem? So I used to cover myself with a small fleece jacket, no, fleece blanket, sorry, and this fateful day, he he sat at the edge of where my legs were. So I was carrying myself, and then he sat there. And now we are watching. The the daddy started to scratch my legs. It was like, huh? So I laughed. I thought he was just tickling me, and maybe he wanted me to laugh. So that's it. So it was done, and we went to sleep after eating and watching whatever we were watching. So in our bedroom, we didn't have a lock. Let me tell you a short story about the lock. So we used to have a lock, the door was lockable, and we had a key. So we used to lock the door from inside. And one day he told us, why do you like locking your door from inside and something can happen? No, we told him no. Actually, at times maybe I'm changing or I'm doing something and maybe blah blah blah. Now the lady, I don't want to mention her name, maybe someone just comes in without knocking. So that's how we use it. They said, no, you shouldn't be using the key to lock your door, I don't know what, and all that. So he took the key. It was like, you guys, you do lock yourself in your bedroom, but us, when we lock ourselves in the bedroom, it's an issue. Why? So, okay, he took the key. That's how we ended up having our door not being locked when we are sleeping. So I looked for a nail. We hit the nails or the just from inside our bedroom. So for us to be able to lock the door when we're going to sleep. Yeah, this man that night he chose to try come in our bedroom. So that was first attempt. I don't know why, but I never used to. I'm telling you, I now believe that I serve a living God, because this man, whenever he tried to knock on the door or try to get in, I'm telling you, I was never asleep. I could always hear him. I always felt my instinct were always right. So he attempted to get in, but he found out we had locked the door again. So he didn't succeed. The following night he did the same. And now how he did it, I don't know, because I realized immediately when the following day he attempted to get inside the bedroom, the door was not locked. And I was like, wait, the nail was there. So he had removed the nail over the day when we were not inside the house. So he succeeded to get inside. And all of a sudden, I don't know where I got the courage. I just turned and looked at him because I was facing just right in the window. We used to have a double deck bed, so I used to sleep up the lady used to sleep down. So most of the time I liked looking on the window. We used to live on the third floor, fourth floor, yeah. Because from that view I could view the stars. So most of the time I never used to sleep. I used to look over the window, I see the stars, I see the moon, and yeah. So I don't know where I got the courage. I said, whatever you want to do, you'll never succeed. I don't know where I got the courage. I faced him. And believe you me, he was in an innerwear, and yeah, he was in an innerwear. Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. Am I dreaming? Did I see it right? So he tried to bend down, and I saw him. So I continued looking at him as if, yeah, I can see you. So he walked, he sneaked, like he was now pretending like I didn't see him, and now he's trying to tiptoe. Now he's running back to his bedroom. And I was like, what the hell? Really? That was the second night. And I got so sad because now the first time we talked with the lady, we discussed, and I asked her, why would your dad sneak into a bedroom naked, and yet he's not even putting on the lights? Why? And I don't really remember what she told me, but she didn't even talk about telling her mom. I know this is the second attempt. He tried it again, and I was like, okay, okay, wait a minute. Whenever he tries to sneak in, he gets into my bed, not into his daughter's bed. Why? Why would he do that? You know? And and I got, I started getting stressed because now I don't know if to tell the mommy. I don't know if to make it a discussion when we're eating. I don't know if to call at home and tell them. I didn't know what to do, and I was lost. And I kept crying most of the time because I didn't know what to do. Have you ever been helpless? You don't know if to speak about the problem, if to shut up. And I realized the third attempt, he came. Remember, for 3 days I've not been sleeping because I'm always awake, so that when he comes, and so that when he comes, he don't get the opportunity. So I woke up. No, I didn't. We slept late that day, and he came now. And that day I was so sleepy. I just slept and I couldn't hear or feel anything. But don't forget, that day when he came, I felt that there was something. I felt like someone is touching me, but I thought maybe I was dreaming. But no, that is a real touch. And I was like, what the hell is going? Am I dreaming? So when I woke up, I flipped the blankets, and I hit his head, and I was like, oh. I looked at him, and I cried, and I just asked myself, would these people have brought me here for this man to use me? Is it a plan with the wife? Is it a plan as a family? Or what is this? Because I don't understand. This lady, she doesn't discuss the issue with the parents, with the mommy, you know? And I was so scared that day. How I saw him, he was naked, completely naked. And I think that's what I feel that scared me most, because I was like, so you are here naked to rape me or to do what? So I really cried that night, and I still told the daughter what had happened over the night. She never told her mom. She just, that day she told me, don't tell mom about it. I was like, okay, okay. So that was, I would say, that's where everything turned from worse from bad to worse because there's nobody to trust, you know? There's nobody. The daughter is mistreating me. The mommy is not ready to listen or even give me a chance to express myself. The father is an animal. So what do I do? And let me tell you, I cried the whole day. I couldn't eat. And I just prayed and wished, I wish I just die and they take me home. If they cannot let me go home right now, I just wish to die and they take me home. And things got bad that to a point that he started even taking out the nails from the wall whenever we put the nails to lock our door when we're sleeping. At times he would even put up the bed and push on the door. But he never stopped. He never stopped. I don't know if that was him, but things according to my experience with that man, I just thank God that I didn't have a father, because if that is the kind of father he was to his family, then I think I'm done because I was so fed up, so frustrated, because they made promises, you know. When you go in a heart of helping someone, despite you knowing where they come from, you know, knowing where they come from, how they have been brought up, and now you're here, you took them under your care, and the care you promised to do, you're not doing that. It's very wrong. It's very wrong. And it got to a point that one night he came forcefully grabbing me, trying to close my mouth, and I pushed him. I don't know where I got the strength for. I pushed him out of nowhere. I just found myself. I pushed him, and he laid on the wall, no, on the floor. He woke up and he ran away. And now it now got to a point where I felt, no, this cannot work. Don't forget, this lady has now introduced me into something that I don't know what it was. And she'll tell me I touch over the day when we are left two of us. She'll tell me to touch her boobs. You know, I touch her boobs and I kiss her. I'm telling you, yeah, she would tell me to do that. I don't know what it was until some time back I realized what it was. She would tell me to kiss her, I touch her boobs, I lick her, you know, and it was so bad until later on when I realized how bad it was, because that is something she used to tell me to do every day. Over the day, maybe we just finish eating the lunch, we are just two of us, and she tells me, "Can we go to bed?" Then myself, what am I doing? I'm not busy. We can just go to bed. And she'll tell me, touch me here. I don't know, do this. Can you imagine? As innocent as I was, I wish I knew, because I didn't know she was introducing me to lesbianism. I think she was, I don't know, but I do realize she was a lesbian, because I didn't know what I didn't, I don't know even what to say. She'll tell me to suck her boobs, to touch her boobs, you know? She'll tell me to kiss her. I didn't know how. I didn't realize this was wrong. I didn't know how, but I later realized after some years that she was she was she was actually a lesbian. Yeah. So on the other hand, the dad is he's trying to do what he wants to do. On the other hand, the daughter is trying to do what she have to do. And now it was making me suffer emotionally, mentally. I mean, I could even get sick. That's where I got, I think at that young age, that's where I got ulcers from, because most of the things I would keep for myself, and I would spend most of the time crying and thinking, why am I even here? And this lady, I didn't know she was teaching me to be a lesbian, or I don't know, or she was using me to satisfy herself. I don't know, but yeah, that's how things got bad. That bad. And this family, don't forget, the mommy, she still comes from work, she goes back, she comes back, and I never got an opportunity to ever sit her down and tell her this is what is happening. And I don't know, but that was the bad part of it, that I realized later that I was I was satisfying someone through touching her boobs. I didn't know. I didn't know how bad it was. Being from right now, I know you believe me when I tell you, not not many from the village right now, even if you happen to do it your own way, just go to the village and ask those kids what is lesbianism. They cannot even explain the word. They cannot even, they don't know. I didn't know what was being a lesbian. I didn't know what was being a, you know, but this lady, she was telling me to do those things literally to her. It's not that I was telling her to do that. She was, but I didn't know that was part of a lesbian. I didn't know, because back in my village, you know, those are vocabularies you cannot even pronounce in. But here we are, even whatever because if I knew the activities that these people do, I swear I wouldn't do it. But I didn't know. So before you point fingers at people, learn to ask why. Learn to ask why 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 are you doing this? Why are you like this? Learn to ask them. Because most of the time is when I've been bitter with this family, because at part 4, I'll let you know what happened after that, because that's not at the end of the story. There is still more interesting part of this, because things got to a point where now I had to leave. Tune in, subscribe to know how I left from this horrific family back to my home, and how I found my way back, because it's going to be interesting. So if you're there, please, 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 if you have a family member, a friend, someone you know that they went the same thing. If you're here and you're watching me, you went through such kind of a life, you know, text there, leave your comment there, share with us, tell us how it felt like, tell us how you managed it, because for me, I think it's gonna take a lifetime to move on from that. It terrifies my mind all the time. Whenever I think about the story, it terrifies me. I do feel like going back then, grab someone's head. Anyway, thank you and subscribe. Welcome back again and again and again, and hope to see you soon for part 4 of this. Thank you.